Hey guys, so I just published the newest edition of Letters to a Hero. It's my newsletter that you can check out. It's going to be down in the description below. I've never worked this hard on a newsletter so far, and I'm really, really proud of it, and I know you're going to love it. So I hope you enjoy, and yeah, have fun watching the rest of the video. I don't know, like, do you really want to stay that way? Do you really want to? I mean, this is either gonna help people or damage people, but do you really want to stay that way? Honestly, seriously, do you really just want to be a fucking... I'm not gonna say it. It's not, you're not a burden, all right? You're not a burden. But you're letting yourself down. Yourself, not others, yourself. That's the whole point. It's not about other people. Stop thinking it's about other people all the time. My God. My God. It's not about other people. It's about you. How you see yourself in the mirror. How you think about yourself. You know, what does it matter if, like, what does it matter if you have everybody else say you're cool or everybody else love you if you don't have any respect for yourself, if you don't think you deserve that love, if you don't love yourself? I'm trying to avoid what people have already said, but I just have a different understanding of it now. Because there's a difference between hearing something, knowing it, and really understanding it because you experience it. Because, look, I had people tell me and encourage me that, you know, I've had people tell me, Santiago, you're a good guy, you're great. Stop thinking so awfully about yourself. You need to believe more in yourself. And I've had people encourage me, you know, and be there for me and hold me. And yet, I kind of couldn't get myself to do stuff, really. Especially when I was in my comfort zone, like really in my comfort zone. I started gaining things when I moved out of my comfort zone, really. I think the first step before action, right, is knowing that, dude, it's fine and it's gonna get better than this. And it's fine to be who you are and where you are and how you feel. Like, really, dude, like, it's absolutely fine. It's completely okay. And I'm just gonna open the door for you over there and show you, like, hey, it's gonna be so much better. It's gonna be, and it can be so much better. It is possible. Because beyond being ambitious and, you know, not having done everything I wanted to accomplish in life and stuff, I just want to be cool with who I am. Be confident in myself. I don't mean confidence. Listen, confidence has nothing to do, and this comes from someone who can assert himself as very confident in any social settings by being very, you know, open and loud if I want to, okay? People who've known me in real life, they know what I'm talking about. But confidence really comes from being what's the word? Defenseless. Look, you know, this is who I am. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to prove myself to anybody. I'm not trying to prove myself to you. And, you know, I do this a lot. I've done this my whole life. It's something, I guess it was, yeah, that was my survival. Wow, that is pretty sad. But yeah, that's what I did to survive, I guess. Which was completely wrong. Oh. Well, I guess I fixed some childhood trauma there. Cool. All right. Well, I've been thinking about playing video games again. Thing is, I'm just scared of letting myself go again. You know, I'm scared of it taking over my life. You know, and you know, I do want to have a more balanced life, but I want to start. You know, I want to get my business running and stuff, and I want to be, you know, self-employed, and you know, it's not easier, you know, than I mean, at times, you know, at least in the beginning, it's not easier to be self-employed than to work for other people. Definitely not, because it takes a lot more discipline, way more discipline, you know. But I'm gonna get there pretty soon, I think. And when it happens, you know, I'll be able to really work a lot harder or better, harder and better on providing things for people, because I don't. I want people to find them. I want people to be okay with themselves, really. To be more assertive, to stand up for themselves, to set boundaries, to be a player, you know, and not a bystander or a victim, you know. And you don't have to be absolutely extraordinary for that. No, you just have to train. You have to train. You have to start your training arc, you know. Just like the heroes and the comics I read, or the movies I watch, or you watch or read, or really, and you know, that training, you know, that's maybe a glow up, and then changing your habits, and then that way you become more disciplined, and then you set different priorities, and then you find fulfillment through meaning, through direction, which then overall leads to purpose. And I just want to be a player as well. I've always wanted to be part of something. And I think that something is just like society. And I know, you know, there's a lot to say against society, also a lot to say for society. I wouldn't call it society, no. It's what I want to be part of, or what I always wanted to be part of, is just to have my own voice, be recognized. You know, when people constantly make a joke out of you, and or people don't take you seriously, and I noticed that a lot of the times it's your own perspective. It really isn't because people actually don't take you seriously, or actually don't. I mean, okay, the taking you seriously might be, but the joking around with you, that's just your own perception of who you are. Like, that's the way you take jokes about yourself, when people joke about you or whatever, you know, it's a reflection of how you think of yourself. Because if you have self-respect, you're gonna laugh with them, and you're gonna give a witty setback, you know, punch back, you know, like, ha. But you know, it shows how comfortable you are with yourself, and I've become a lot more comfortable with who I am. And I guess that's just what I really want. I just want people to be cool with themselves, happy with themselves, be their best self. Yeah. I think that's you know, when you're good with yourself, you can be good to others. So I just went on like 5-minute explanation, and I did it completely wrong. Okay, so the first part is like the dark ages, where you have like all these things. You're a people pleaser. You don't stand up for yourself. You've got nothing really going for you, for yourself. Like, that's the way you perceive yourself is like, oh my God, I'm a loser. I don't like myself. I hate myself. I don't know how to interact with people. I don't know how to deal with myself. I don't know how to pull my own weight. I don't know how to, yeah, I'm a slave to myself and to my circumstances, and I'm a victim, pretty much, right? I'm a victim of myself. Then there's the middle part, where you've worked all this way, right? And you're cool with who you are, right? You like yourself more. Yeah, there's insecurities like everybody else, and there's some stuff you need to work on, and that's, you know, you're living life now. You're a player now. You're a player. You get to have your words and the things you say have some weight, you know? And as you continue on, because now you're on your self-improvement journey, now you're on your self-mastery journey, now you have direction, you have fulfillment, hopefully, because fulfillment comes from, well, you have fulfillment, you've got purpose. And then as you move forward through those things, because of those paths, or which is your own path, you get to the third stage, which is you get better and better and better at better. The things you say have more weight. The way you communicate is a lot better. And you're helping others now. You're strong enough not just to pull your own weight, but to bring people up. And the cool thing is, even when you're here, you can still be human. You can still mess up. You can still say the wrong thing. You can still be humble, and you don't, you know. And yeah, at some point, self-mastery, confidence, I don't know. I just want people to be cool with themselves, because I want to be cool with myself. I want to be cool with myself. And that's not something I'm ashamed to say. So I guess I really picked the right thing, huh? Putting myself out there. I read a lot of the comments, and some of you guys message me on Instagram. And you guys are very, very nice and very kind. And I don't know how to take it sometimes. I guess I'm afraid of letting it get to me. I don't know how to react sometimes. I'm getting better at it though. Some of you guys are very creative and funny, and I am very amazed by the amount of people out there who, just like me, work to be better because they want to do something, you know. And really, if you've got a dream, don't let go of that. Don't let go of that ever. Don't. Whether you have people who support that dream or not, and let me be that one person. If you don't have anybody, build a plan, improve on yourself, get better habits, you know, and just put yourself up for success, pretty much. And finding your purpose in life and finding direction and fulfillment, it takes time. It's you know, I find a lot of fulfillment. I think I have a lot of direction and a lot of purpose the way I'm living my life right now. And I might be wrong in a few years. I mean, it might not be this no more, or the way I'm living right now in a few years. And that's fine. But it's, you have all the tools available to you to find it. Look up Robert Greene. Read. Look, actually. Look at that. Start with Your Why by Simon Sinek. I watched speeches by this guy. Now I have his book. It's like, it's incredibly personal, you know? Yeah. Just be you. Don't be anybody else. And stand up for yourself, really, emotionally, against the mirror, against other people, on any scale possible. Be your own hero. That quote just came to me because it just makes so much sense. Like, you don't need other people to save you, and you can have people around you that, you know, encourage you and want to push you and stuff. But if you yourself don't want to, like, you can't, nobody can save someone who doesn't want to be saved. And the best story to me is like the person who saved themselves, who doesn't give up, you know. And disclaimer, the whole reason for that is, like I explained, if everybody else encourages you and you don't get up yourself because you don't feel like you're worthy of it, then you just won't get up. You can still rely on people. You can ask for help. That is still like an act of service to other people when you ask for help. And it's brave. Yeah, it really is brave. Yeah. Try not to be naive, you know? Try not to be naive. Try to some people need to hear this. Try to be more assertive. Try to be more courageous with the way you carry yourself. Part of it is fitting in, and the other part is being so much yourself that you create circles around you. Being so much yourself that you would never want to be anybody else than the person you are currently. The point is, you know, oh, I want to be this person, or, you know, at some point, or I wish I was this. No, the whole point is that, man, I'm really happy with myself because I respect myself a lot. I'm proud of the things I've been able to achieve so far. All right. Well, what time is it? Oops. 7 now. Wow, I've been here for 2 hours. I'm gonna have breakfast now, so. Ah! Ugh. The magic really is on the other side of doing the thing that you know you're supposed to be doing because you wanted to do it. Because you know, like, I could be doing this and now it'd be like a lot more productive or a lot better use of my time. Time well spent. It's not about being productive all the fucking time. Like, really, being productive 24/7 means nothing if you're not doing stuff that actually matters, you know? You can do so much progress by doing less. Less is more, blah, blah. Anyways, we'll get to that another time. This video is getting way too long. Actionable step for you. When you look in the mirror today, no matter how hard it is, no matter how weird it is, tell yourself, I love you, man. I think you're cool. This works for anybody, by the way. Doesn't, you know, anyhow. Tell yourself, I love you. No matter what, we're gonna do great. Be serious about it. Mean it. Really mean it. And if you have to say it 50 times so that on the 50th time you really mean it and you really receive it, then do it 50 times. Do things for yourself. Start doing things for yourself. You deserve that. And you deserve the effort that you're going to put into yourself. Yeah. Have a good one.